So Houston has gone through a pizza revolution over the past couple of years. So many different kind of styles. So you got the Chicago thin style, you got Chicago deep style, you got Neapolitans, you've got the Detroit style slabs. Today, we're gonna hit Coastline, Neapolitan style pizza, right? And then we're gonna try Gold Tooth Tony's and we're gonna do a Detroit style pizza. And then we're gonna go grab a slice somewhere. It's gonna be a good show. So, Coastline Pizzeria, right off of Crockett, Houston Avenue, two styles, Texas style grilled and Neapolitan style. Let's go. We're at Coastline with Armando. So what's the style of pizza you do?
Neapolitan pizza, and something that we create ourselves, it's a Texas style grilled pizza.
Which is not
traditional.
Really heard of.
Yeah, backyard barbecues, people can do it.
Yeah.
But commercially, I haven't seen it done yet.
So that's basically more of a flatbread style. We had one that had koi barbecue brisket on it. Yeah. So you're bringing in some of the local flavors of. Right. You took a grilled style pizza, you put brisket on it.
Exactly.
I mean, it's smart.
Yeah.
And all things lead to awesomeness. So at lunch, you do the Texas style pizzas.
That's the focus for lunch, but it's an all-day pizza.
And I say that because at 4 o'clock is when the oven really is hot enough to start going for the Neapolitan style.
Right.
But Neapolitan style is a specific style.
My father's side of the family is all from Napoli. Growing up, we'd go every summer, and I'd eat Neapolitan pizza every single night that I was there. We'd be there for 45, 60 days, almost 2 months. And I kid you not, every single night, I'd have a margarita pizza. So I've always had that desire to bring that here. Everything is just simple with Neapolitan: flour, water, salt, yeast, and time. I'd use a pre-ferment dough to get the flavor that I want to achieve.
So when you're talking about fermentation of the dough, you're talking about you're letting that yeast build.
Right, and that process does take a little bit more time, right? We do about a 36 to 48 hour process from start to finish.
So basically, if you make dough on Monday, it's ready to go late Wednesday?
Yeah.
And not a lot of people go through the process. You'll see it from time to time, but that's a very specific process. And then you've got a wood-fired oven.
100% wood-fired.
It's the best.
Yeah, Stefano Ferrara oven, imported from Napoli.
And so it evokes memories for you of your childhood.
Exactly. It makes me happy every day that I'm able to eat what I grew up with. Really.
That's awesome. So like you're literally making pizza with like fond memories of life and love and happiness.
Oh yeah.
Your family has been in this business too, for quite some time.
Parents started their first place in '88 in Deer Park.
So it wasn't just the idea of doing Italian food like your folks did. It was the idea of doing something that invoked a memory to you.
Right.
So what does your menu look like? 6
small plates, 6 Neapolitan pizza, 6 grilled pizza, and 2 desserts. Cody Kinsey is my chef in the back, and he just kills it. And I've known him since the 5th grade, so we go way back. We'll be doing this together for a really long time.
That's awesome.
That's for sure.
You want to fire off a pie?
Let's do it. This is going to be a margarita pizza. 100% San Marzano DOP tomato, hand crushed, grated Parmigiano Reggiano, fresh basil. This is mozzarella di bufala. So that's buffalo milk mozzarella with a little bit of sea salt. Last but not least, extra virgin olive oil.
About as classic as a pizza can be.
Most traditional pizza that there is, in my opinion, margarita pizza.
And it's just looking at this, it took no time whatsoever, less than 2 minutes.
Yep.
It's got this beautiful crust and texture. And as we were talking, that's because of the long, slow ferment of this.
It's a combination of that, hydration, the temperature of the oven.
This is everything I want, because that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't understand that. Do you ever get people saying, like, it's a little too charred? I think that's the perfection of this.
That's what I love about it.
This is what's, that flavor.
You get a little bit of bitterness through the bite. I love it.
And this is little puffs of happy and delicious. I mean, this is bite right here.
Oh yeah, there it is.
That crisp, that char, that flavor. It's great. As you said, this is about the sauce. This is about the cheese. But the dough is very special too. And then throw the basil in there, just for.
Yeah. I like to cook the basil. A lot of pizzaiolas don't like to cook basil. I like it. It just kind of infuses in the sauce whenever you
oil's
cook
let
it.
out.
Exactly.
It's a good take. I personally like that. And you're throwing 2 styles at people, right?
Oh yeah.
You're throwing a Texas style, which is the dough is grilled.
Yep.
Topped.
Finished in the oven.
Finished in the oven. But it gets that char flavor. I mean, the bottom of it has that, right? which is beautiful. So what is this one?
So this is the OG. This is our most popular pizza in-house. Grande mozzarella, we do our house tomato sauce, sausage, pepperoncini, and we finish it with our house habanero honey and basil.
So this goes against some of the principles of the other one.
100%. Yeah. This is the style of pizza that we can have fun with. It has more structure. It can hold up to a lot more toppings and ingredients. Not everybody likes Neapolitan pizza.
I don't know if I want to hang out with those people.
Well, you know, people don't like it. Yeah. So I came up with the grilled pizza, which is completely opposite of what a Neapolitan pizza is. So the people that want the supreme or heavier on toppings, we got it right here.
I wouldn't say one is better than the other for sure. Not great. I wanted to go kind of center and kind of, but
Yeah,
it's the same texture all the way across.
Yeah. We got it right.
Good job, my man.
Thanks. This is Chef Cody. He's going to be working on the grilled shrimp and meatballs.
You're the chef here.
Yes, sir.
And you and Armando have known each other for how long?
Since 5th grade.
Since 5th grade. You're talking about him growing up in his family's restaurants and seeing how that progressed. And so I imagine you were kind of around that as well.
Junior high, 7th period gets out. Before basketball practice, we go right down the street to Antonio's, have a bite to eat, then go back for the game. Every single, I think, Tuesday and Thursdays, yeah.
That's awesome. Awesome. So you guys decided to do this together.
I didn't think I would like to spend any more time with him than I already have my almost half of my life. We work well together. Do what we love to do.
That's such a great story.
Yeah.
There's 6 small plates, right?
It's the meatballs, the shrimp, burrata, shishitos. We have salmon cakes, and then we do a small marinated olives plate.
That's great. I mean, these look delicious. Walk me through the meatball.
We probably tested 15 or 20 different recipes with that. Got to the point where they really tasted good. It was missing like one tiny little thing, and it was actually something that they do at his parents' restaurant. It was add a little bit of the sauce that goes on the plate into the meatballs.
Really?
And as soon as we did that, it was like...
I mean, that's great texture. Well, and then the shrimp?
With the shrimp, Armando gave me kind of free range to do what I wanted with it. So it's marinated, a little bit of chimichurri, and for me, I love pickled onions. There's a lot of sweetness, a lot of honey in the marinade and the glaze. A little spiciness from the chimichurri. And
It's a good dish.
It has.
Yeah, that's a good dish. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with me.
Thank you, Chef.
Appreciate you.
Very nice.
That's awesome. I'm going to talk to Jason, so I want to talk cocktails. So just by looking at your cocktail list, we got to talk about cocktails. Can I do an Averna, just neat, while we talk about cocktails?
Absolutely.
Unlike a martini or something else like that, where it's get your palate going, this kind of helps you after you get done eating. It's like taking your medicine. What is your style of cocktail?
I like taking a chef's approach to making drinks. I love how oddball combinations of flavors work well together.
I want to try what you want me to try.
I got something for you. So this one is special to me because this is what got me the job. I had to show up to Armando's house and show him what I could do. And this is the first drink I made for him. The Harmony and Tonic. It's got mint in it. It has a spice tincture, habanero, serrano, and jalapeno. So all of those flavors steeped in grain alcohol.
So do you make that in-house?
Yes, sir.
You got an amazing list of cocktails on this thing, though.
Thank you, man.
I think that's what's so nice about this small little restaurant. It's got so many things that are done so well. I didn't expect to see it.
People come in, they're like, what? You have a full bar? Not only that, but we have a cocktail menu.
And it's awesome. So there's like mint, the tincture, gin.
Gin, a little bit of vodka.
You're hitting all the notes.
And then on top of that, I have a syrup that I make that has apple cider vinegar, Granny Smith apples for that tartness, a little bit of sugar to kind of smooth it out.
I mean, everything about this just says refreshing, so I would have offered you a job too. So what to order at Coastline? If you're there for lunch, get the grilled pizza, get the H-Town. The OG, absolutely fantastic. Coastline for dinner is a totally different game. You get the margarita, get some meatballs and some shrimp with the chimichurri. If you're getting a cocktail, get the Harmony and Tonic. Perfect. Now, go to Tony's. We're gonna go try some Detroit-style pizza. Let's go check this out. Right now, Goldtooth Tony's Detroit-style pizza, and I've got one of my good friends that I wanted to come have pizza with me, Lucas McKinney.
What's up, man? Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Chef at Josephine's. They do collaborations here. I saw Lucas did a collaboration. A boss from Burger Bodega did one.
Right.
Now Gabe Medina's doing one, and you kind of turned me onto this, but Anthony's going to give us a lowdown on it.
Yeah, he's got the scoop, man.
He does. We'll check it out. You ready? You ready?
Yeah.
We're a pickup and delivery Detroit pizza place. Really, most everything we do, we make from scratch. And everything we don't make from scratch, we buy from a particular place for a particular reason. So it's pizza, but it's pizza made like it's real food. I started trying to become a pizza guy for real with a food truck called Pie Pizza Truck. The name started as a joke in the kitchen at Pie. It just took me like 8 years to use it. I'd never had Detroit pizza that I was aware of. And like I ate it, and I was just like, this is so good. Like, I love this. I'm a pizza guy, and I'm making my name doing pizza right now, and people like it, but I don't know how to make my own favorite kind of pizza. Like, I should learn how to do this. Same way other regional places have their own style of pizza, Detroit does too. The story is, started in the Motor City with people trying to make pizza in pans, just the oil pans. That's the lore. So it really boils down to the pan, the cheese, the dough, and the sauce in the sense of order. The dough is a hydrated dough. It's wetter than most pizza dough is. So when you pan it, you're kind of like fighting a drunk octopus. It's sort of like a cross between focaccia and sourdough, right? It's got a big air hole structure. It's light, kind of springy, but it's kind of tangy like sourdough is. That's the dough. It's the pan, right, is what gives it the square shape, but also what gives it its crust. Like if you think of a round pizza, you have the porzione, right, the crown crust, what holds everything there. You pick it up by. These are squares. They don't really have that. What happens is that brick cheese that's on the top, when it cooks and melts, the pan is at a slightly obtuse angle, right? So when that dough starts to cook and shrink, that cheese melts down and fills the crevice because physics and gravity. And so what happens is that cheese that's melted gets between the pan and the dough and starts cooking, and then caramelizing, and then burning, because as that butterfat works its way down through the pan and gets trapped between the dough and the pan, it's effectively pan frying it. That's why it kind of tastes like funnel cake, or kind of tastes like fry bread, or kind of tastes like pani puri in Indian food. And the sauce has to go on after that, because if you've ever tried to fry anything and you put wet things in it, it doesn't really work. If you want to say it in a delicious manner, right, that caramelized freekeh crust around the sides, right, that burnt cheese, is literally what holds all the toppings. And so it holds that soup layer of cheese that's melted, right? So it holds everything in. And all those things and all the way you do them is how you get Detroit pizza.
This is the mushroom pie?
It's special of the month.
Okay, Gabe Medina did this one?
Man, that was awesome.
I mean, so you did one of these. So they do a
did.
different pizza every month.
Right.
Yeah?
Anthony and I did a debris pizza. Gabe Medina's up this month. I think it's one of the super cool things that they're doing here.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's really good.
That's delightful. And, you know, listen to Anthony talk about, you know, how that dough works. You really get that crust, that charriness.
Right. Or the brick cheese definitely holds it all in together really, really well. And it's just a really good caramelized flavor.
This is delicious, though. I mean, just the texture. The ingredient on here is so beautiful, but it's like the texture of the pie.
Right. And I think that that's what's so great about the Detroit style is like...
I think when you start talking about stylistically pizzas in the city, you know, you didn't see Detroit up until the past probably 4 or 5 years, and it's kind of just barely kind of ticking into it, and these guys have really made it special.
Yeah.
Other pizzerias will do it, but I don't know of too many others in this city right now that are focusing solely on this, and it's just unique and awesome.
Dude, that is amazing.
It's really good.
This is definitely holding its own in a world of so many diverse types of pizza.
So what I like about this, though, is like it's not all about the ingredient. It's about the texture of the entire complexity combined.
Right. It's not just toppers.
No. So the grizz, which is chicken, bacon, charred pineapple, grizzly sauce, ranch, and hot honey.
Yeah.
The thing about this is there's no base sauce on the bottom.
Correct.
So it's the bread, the cheese, everything kind of combines, and then whatever sauce is added to that is done afterwards.
Right, correct.
So even like tomato sauce. So when people come in and get like just a pepperoni, it's the pepperoni and the cheese, and then the sauce
Tomatoes
across the top.
just straight right on top
Or
of the
down.
top. Yep.
Look at that. I mean, just right up, it's crusty up the side. Man, that's a brick. I like that. But that bottom texture is so nice.
Yeah, oh yeah. but the way that they do it, it's really done really, really well.
I mean, the grizz sauce kind of threw me, but I get it. I love it.
It's a combination of all the best things.
Yeah.
Barbecue sauce, hot sauce, some honey.
That's delicious. You know, this wouldn't be on my bingo card. I'm glad it was.
I think that is what's cool about this place is you're not getting this anywhere else. And,
not.
and honestly, these toppings wouldn't work on a different style pizza. In my opinion.
Imagine that on that
Right.
tavern style,
And it
or
just-
just a Neapolitan.
it just wouldn't work.
That would be
No.
not good.
This has enough backbone to carry kind of more far out there sauces, I feel like.
I like this without knowing I was going to.
Yeah.
It's a delightful surprise.
I get this for the restaurant for family meal multiple times. It's just a fun place to eat.
It's good pizza. I don't know who wouldn't be happy with this.
No.
It's just delicious.
You know, like the best version of any cheese bread that you ever had.
Yeah, but I think that's that Detroit style pie.
Right.
You know, it's thick, it's cheesy, it's baked crispy. Like that's what you want, right? That little crisp texture right there.
Yeah.
And that dough is perfect. And then when you get into it, you're right. It's like it's not. You're like, oh, so bad. Is it going to be kind of soupy or so? It's not. It's perfect.
And even though it's more dough, you can't stop. Like it's not, because there is such the textural, you know, cheese on the outside, the doughiness in the middle, the crunchiness on the bottom.
It stops you from that one person that you always eating pizza with that just tosses the crust down.
Yeah,
You're
there's
like,
none of that.
why?
Right.
This, you're like, no. That's the first thing I want to eat.
Yeah,
and then I'm
eat
eating the
that
rest.
and then get to the middle. Right.
That's perfect.
They're doing some really awesome stuff, man.
Just tater tots with our brick cheese plume, a little bit of muffalata salad. That's it, and some pizza sauce on the side.
I mean,
Buddy,
what else do you want on that?
I'm not sure. I didn't know I wanted this in my life.
Yeah, I didn't either.
And now
I'm glad we're doing it though.
I mean, I saw it on the menu and I was like, that was pretty tasty. Didn't really
look at that
realize
cheese pull.
that I was in for it. You know, I thought the tater tot casserole was maybe the finest tater tot, but this,
This is amazing. The olive salad's nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I love the cheese on the bottom.
I'm so glad we got to try this.
Look at that crispiness.
All right, what to order at Gold Tooth Tony's? Grab your slice of the Grizz. Do the pizza of the month. Always bringing on collaborations, doing cool things with people around the city. The pizza tots, you didn't know you needed it. I'm gonna tell you, you need it. And then General Zo's wings. We all know I'm a big wing fan. General Zo's, come on now. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so Lucas,
Man,
what a lesson, huh?
Yeah.
What a lesson in Detroit style
Dude.
pizza.
Blown away, absolutely blown away.
It's
I mean-
one of those delicious things that I didn't know I wanted. That roasted pineapple, chicken, all the sauce.
Yeah,
That's
the
pretty special.
Grizz, yeah.
The Grizz.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Don't forget, go check out Lucas at Josephine's in Midtown.
Thank you.
One of the most talented chefs I know. Thanks, buddy. All right, we just finished up at Gold Tooth Tony's. Now we're gonna head over to Romano's, get some of that New York by the slice. So many different kind of styles. Old classics never die. Romano's is one of those. You want a couple slices for lunch, quick and easy, with that New York style crispy, thin, this is it. Let's go check it out. So my cousins are joining me from out of town, so I'm gonna get a pizza and then a couple of slices. This Stromboli's and pizza roll, stuffed pizza, might do that too. I think a place like this is important to have in your city because, you know, you can come in and get a delicious slice, but you can get a pizza. You can also get an eggplant parm or a chicken piccata. Like, it has the depth to do all these things. And these guys are just classic and great at what they do. I'm gonna order all of this. I'm so excited. Tina, my cousin, her husband Ron, in from Nebraska. I wanted to bring you to this spot, do a little New York slice. This is the Pizza Romano, which is ham, cheese, tomato, just a classic cheese, because one of the guys back there said it's the best. Pepperoni, and then a pepperoni roll, a meatball roll with spinach, a stromboli, and then a stuffed pizza.
Looks delicious.
Yeah, it looks great.
You said you'd like some
Okay.
veggies.
I like the veggies.
And this is a beautiful place about this. Like you can come in and look at the cheese and be like, I want some meat, I want this and that on it, and they just put it on there for you. That's what you want, nice and crisp. It's just delicious.
And this has a lot of stuff on it. That's
does.
awesome.
Just fire that everything right there.
Oh, awesome.
And they said, you know what? We're gonna get you a calzone, and we're gonna try Sicilian.
That looks almost like a
we gotta look at this thing.
grilled cheese. Oh my gosh.
Look at that architecture. So stuffed pizza. I'm gonna
Go for it.
ground beef, onions, spinach, a little bit of cheese, not much, and just awesome.
It's like a loose meat sandwich and crust.
It is. It's very much a loose meat sandwich. I'm a little nervous about this.
What's in it?
I have no idea.
Surprise.
Treasure trove of greatness.
Are you gonna do it?
I am.
Okay, do it.
I feel like there's ricotta in here.
Oh, there is.
Yes, yep.
That is something.
So, full wingspan. So ricotta, mozzarella, yeah, that's perfect. When you talk about a pizza, you can't just talk about a pizza, right?
Oh my.
It's everything thrown into awesomeness.
Loving the crust.
Golly.
Wow.
So the Sicilian,
Sicilian, cheese Sicilian with fresh mozzarella.
and that is, come on. So, look at that crust.
Nice crispy.
Come on. So he said fresh mozzarella, tomato, the skim. So it's got two different types of cheeses on it. It's so crispy, but yet so chewy and delicious.
Awesome.
Ooh, it's the right time to come to you.
What's not to love about Romano's? Right? You come for the slice and then all of a
Who'd
sudden,
have thought?
Yeah.
yeah, I don't even know what else to say other than pull up a chair. What's order at Romano's? You build your own slice. Get whatever you want. Just tell them, I want a slice with this, this, and this, and they make it. It's awesome. Get a stromboli. Delicious. Get yourself a salad. Why not? Other places doing really killer pizza. Elro, fantastic pizzas. They do it right. Head on over to No-No's. Esquire named it best new pizzeria in the country. We tried Gold Tooth Tony's for that deep dish Detroit style. We tried Coastline for Neapolitan and that Texas grilled style pizza. There's so many different types of pizza in this city. You got the ones that you go to all the time. I want to know where those are. Let me know, okay? What's next? Dad, give me the card. What are you doing?
Shooting the show. It's your life.
You're not on.
Right. It's too bright.
It's too bright.
Yes, it's too bright.